Hello, Star Wars Galaxy of Hero players. Andy Teshodo here. It's been a while since I've done a voiceover. Apologize for that. Life happens. I'm not going to get into it. I don't know if I will. But yeah, life happens. I got to get a computer fixed before I start editing stuff again like I want to with intros and outros. But I'm going to get into it. But I'm going to be doing this, over the next, week or so. I'm going to try to get this out. I'm going to at least try to do one a day. But I'm going to go over all the anniversary era characters and give some team thoughts and ideas of where you could potentially use them and where I'm going to test them and so on, as well as, leads that may or may not work. I was going to start with Maul, but I decided I'm just going to start with this guy here. He was the first one. I'll do Maul next, and then I'll go into all the others, with Barriss being the last. And if the video's too small, I might just combine the next character in, which will probably be the Wookiee and Barriss. But let's straight up get into it. So the first thing I want to bring up is Stormtrooper Luke was made for 3s. I did not slap it on because I didn't have him relic for the last week of 3v3, so I didn't waste it. I'm waiting for that to drop to 10 like it's supposed to. Then I'll slap it on, because I might slap it on the, who else is the other 3v3? It was Barriss, that's right, yeah. Maybe I'll slap it on her, I don't know yet. We'll find out. I might down the road. But anyways, going in with Stormtrooper Luke, though, I want to bring up some unique factors. A lot of his unique is what triggers a lot of things with Leia and Han. So they get, 30 speed if they're both together to start the encounter. All rebel tank allies taunt and others stealth. So yes, you might see some with GL Leia. Leia's going to taunt. Everyone else is going to be in stealth. Well, unless you have Stormtrooper Luke or Han, then he's going to taunt too, but that's double tank. So we could see some aspects of that. And there's a lot of health and protection recovery, which you can argue that Stormtrooper or GL Leia team does have it or not, but yeah, we'll go into that. But yeah, so I definitely can see that as this is a team option down here. Again, 3v3, so that's obviously the team you'd want. Side note, I really wish the relic. I wish I can only go to relic 5 for 5 stars. So if this is 5 stars, this should be a 5. And if I was at 6, then this would be a 6. And so on. But yeah, CG has their ways. But this is going to be a topic of fun little team ideas with this. And I can see this being future. So first and foremost, this is the team I'm going to try. There's going to be a few variants. I will try relic when I get her to relic 9, because I'm kind of working on Ahsoka. But now I need, because of these era characters, they sapped my Zetas as well as resources. So I'm kind of working on those. Plus I'm waiting for another, I think another 2 Relic 8 materials. And then another 40 computers or something like that. Yeah, so I need some more, because I still need Plo Koon and 2 Ahsokas to Relic 8 and 9 respectively. But I like this team because this is a double Omicron 5v5. I feel like this is a backwall team, but it has potential. Got a lot of assists, so the tankier characters, depending on who you have tanky. I like the idea of rocking Mothma in here. I don't know why I have her not there, but I did relic her to 7 for this team. But Mothma has potential because all 3 of her abilities under Akbar lead, they don't do damage. They're all recovery and support. Not that. So, and she summons a unit, summons an ally. This could be a potential unique team to play around with. So you got all these assistings going on. Another option you could rock in here if you're not using CLS for anything. Well, unless you do what I do, and I'll go over that in a second. Where is this droid at? This one. Extra exposes with the assists. Very good potential right there, too. So, some things to play around with and keep in mind. This one is one I thought of. I'm like, counters, has some defense, but the turn meter gain. They resist the turn. Because one of the things you do want with Stormtrooper Luke is speed, tenacity, but you also want potency to land his basic. The buff distortion, which is a debuff. But if you don't have enough potency, the debuff will be resisted and turn meter. Rebel allies gain 5%. So there's some turn meter gain shenanigans there. So some potential. Plus 3PO and Chewie is always going to assist with all of them. So if Princess Leia attacks, she's going to triple, up to triple attack while he will assist. So there's a lot of potential there. Next, rock Stormtrooper lead with, and like I said, if you're already split, I split my CLS team up. Here's how I do it. Where is it? Yeah, this top row right here. This is how I do it, other than I rock 3PO here. But again, that, that's a way to do it. And if you do it that way, then you could rock the Han and Chewie right here. They're already, high relics for requirements for a lot of people. Not everybody. So the relic delta won't be as a major factor, but you got that opening stun. And you got guard, which if you make Luke and Han bulky enough, and you make Princess Leia fast enough, she's going to call to assist, or she's going to do this ability while she's in stealth, regain stealth, gain all the buffs and stuff like that, and then she's going to go into this ability up to a triple attack with a Chewbacca assist. And when she does this first, Chewbacca will assist, clear anything off, etc. You get the idea. The tenacity down, everything. So there's a lot of opportunities. And Leia would be guarded, which is a good thing. Well, unless you're rocking, a under-geared Stormtrooper Luke, then you want to try to aim for him to be the weakest. So you got some options there. And then again, you could also rock 3PO and 3PO Chewie. You get some stealth. You got assist, exposes. You already get exposes from the lead, which that's also like a no-brainer. Let's see, where's it at? While Rebel ally stealth, no stealth. If a Rebel ally, no, where's the exposed? Oh yeah, whenever they use an ability on their turn, they expose right there. So it's definitely, so you're getting double exposes with 3PO and Chewie assisting. You get some crit avoid with his kit, the stat spread. I would wait until Relic 7 for him. Relic 7, 7-star for him plus before you do this one, because you're going to get more stat spread. Another one I actually thought of recently, which I didn't think of it right away, but this one. Basic simple ability. Yes, he's going to stick out and taunt. He's going to have an ability block. But allies gain evasion and turn meter when they evade. Huge opportunity there. I already used this guy's lead. I don't think I will eventually take him to Relic 7. 3PO and Chewie is great with a tank. You're spreading tank stats, so it bulks the team up. But, especially for Stormtrooper Luke or Han. But, you have the AoE ability block. If he does die, you got to strike me down, which gives buffs everywhere. He taunts, and this taunt can reapply if he doesn't have, he can reapply. It's like through a fracture, for example. So there's some opportunities for this team as well. And then I'm going to go over like one last niche one. There's some turn meter shenanigans here. Not much, but you do get the concept. Like Biggs is going to be calling people to assist a bunch. If he gets hit, he's going to take a lot of turns, as long as he's critically hit or damaged by Empire. So there's an opportunity there. But aside from that, anything else, I'd only use Rolo for her Omicron for territory battles, and I'd probably rock Captain Han to kind of help, recover people, heal people up, as well as revive them. And then the rest of these are like more for sub-factions that just don't do anything with rebels. So at that point, you might as well rock, one of these other leads. But that's my thoughts on Stormtrooper Luke. He has a lot of potential with the rebel faction. There's a lot of leads to play with him. I don't see them benefiting GLA as much. Like, you could do this team, but I just don't see it as much as someone like Akbar Omicron lead, or even CLS, breaking up your CLS team to kind of change things up, see what comes around. But aside from that, let me know in the comments below, how are you going to rock Stormtrooper Luke? The Stormtrooper Luke trio outside of 3v3, because obviously 3v3, there's your team. But let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and I appreciate all those that watch the videos I make, and have a phenomenal day.